G'day viewers, this is something rather different. I assume I'm going to post this, I might not. So if you're seeing this, I decided to post it. Among the differences, I'm not using my studio lights, it's daytime. So I'm bright on this side, not so much on this side, and the green screen's probably unevenly lit, so I may not use it. I'll mess around in post-production and see what's what. But that's superficial differences. If you followed me on Twitter, you would know that I was going to do this. Namely, I'm trying to write and record a song, which is called Fuck Off and Die. I know, right? Who'd know I'd write a song like that? I know in the back of my head I might change it to Shut the Fuck Up, because that's more my thing, but a rhythm got into my head with Fuck Off and Die, and as for inspiration, generally, you know, fuckwits on the internet were the inspiration, but I do have to admit the global warming deniers have been my inspiration of late. They blow me away. I still find it hard to comprehend that global warming deniers say the exact opposite of the truth. And we're talking about science. We're talking about measurable science, not opinion. Now you can have a whole bunch of opinions of what's the best way to deal with climate change, how bad is it going to get. These are variables. No one knows for sure how bad it's going to get. The people who know the science are starting to get terrified of how bad it might get because the last 10 years have matched their worst projections from 20, 25 years ago. And that's a cheery thought, isn't it? We're actually at the wrong end of the possible outcome spectrum. Yay us. But even simple things like, I had one this week going about, I still don't believe, because I posted these fuck you global warming deniers videos years ago. I don't think I've touched the subject for a while. I still get comments on it because these fuckwits are still searching things to be angry about. And they say the exact opposite of the truth. They go, oh, well, the climate hasn't changed in the last 15 years. We literally just had the hottest decade on record. 2012 was probably the hottest year on record. And, you know, if you're in Australia this summer, you're seeing how extreme weather can get. The storms that hit the US last year and other parts of the world. The point being, extreme weather is rapidly becoming the norm. And although your day-to-day weather, like, oh, it's summer and it's hot in Australia, it's meant to be, but extremes are happening and extreme drought is happening. It's longer-term patterns. And this is something that people who want to spread the message of climate change is real also have to understand. Weather isn't climate. I mean, the worst example of that from the global warming deniers is when you get people who say, if it's a cool day in summer, they say, no, where's climate change? But when there's snow in winter, they go, where's climate change? Climate change doesn't mean winter doesn't happen anymore, you idiots. It means the extremes get more extreme. But I've actually had people saying, more than one in the last week, saying, oh, well, it's not any hotter. What happened to climate change? That is literally the exact opposite of the truth. You could put into Google hottest decade on record, hottest year on record, and you don't get blogs, you get news sites and citations from scientific studies. Everything, every single thing the global warming deniers rely on is blogs and opinion pieces and studies by people who are eminently unqualified to study the topic. Yeah, when you've got 95+% of climate scientists saying it's real, it's caused by humans, and it's going to be catastrophic, that's who you pay attention to. I always say the the climate change deniers who go off and get a geologist or someone who works on the fucking Weather Channel to say, no, climate change is not real. Look at this that is not climate science that, in my opinion, proves it's not real. It's like the person who is diagnosed with cancer goes to 9 cancer specialists who say, yes, you've got cancer, and then their dentist says, I don't think you've got cancer, and they listen to the dentist. Now, the dentist is a doctor, the dentist has studied, the dentist understands a lot about the body and health, but if you're going to ignore 9 oncologists and listen to one person who has a different area of expertise, it's not really very smart. I was just going to do the song, and I've had this really long rant. Maybe this will just be a really long video, or maybe I'll cut it in to do videos. But yes, climate change deniers were my main inspiration for having a song that just says fuck off and die. And that's fans of the shut the fuck up videos. Well, no, they have been aimed at people who talk such shit, and they are truly not interested in debate. They are just interested in screaming their ignorant point of view. And I do limit it to people who display ignorance in their point of view. And I say, I refuse to engage with you. Shut the fuck up. I know what you're doing. I know what your game is. You're not dictating what I do. Shut the fuck up. So this is along the lines, and it'll probably start with me looking at, you know, some... I thought of looking at some news stories of, like, you know, hottest decade on record, scientists show hottest year on record, catastrophic climate change looming, and then to the comment that says, it isn't any warmer. And it's just like, there is no response to it. And then, you know, music starts, which I'll probably need someone who's good on piano or guitar or even ukulele. Or yeah, auto-tuning, because I can't sing. I'll preface this with I can't sing. I might even put some echo on my voice, make it a bit deeper. I'm not a singer by any stretch of the imagination. I might even get someone else to sing it. But this is just so I don't forget, because I had this rhythm in my head and melody in my head, and I thought, oh, there it is. So it's like, dun, dun, dun.